Onto this, a call for the consumption of local products has been reiterated at the 2022 Buy Local Summit. Speakers, including Small Business Development Minister Stella Ndabeni have stressed that a change in mindset is also needed to ensure growth within the local business space. Speaking directly to this, business reporter Tumisang Ndlovu is joined by Zothile and Dineo Langa of Port of LNG. It's over to you, Dumi.
Correct, Dudu. Who best to speak to than business owners at the 2022 Buy Local Summit? As you've indicated, I am joined now by Dineo and Zothile Langa of Port of LNG. Thank you so much for your time. I think South Africans buying into the local consumption of products locally made becomes quite important. What does it mean for local businesses for that to happen?
You know, as a business that started during the pandemic, we see that South Africans, as consumers, are hungry for local products. We see that a lot of people really want to invest in the South African footprint insofar as textiles and even other products out there. So this is quite the feat for us.
Yeah, absolutely interesting times, and I'm excited that your business started during COVID times. How have you been received by the South African public?
You know, all things considered, I think we were received well. I think one aspect that we really enjoy in terms of the feedback that we get from our clients is that besides being impressed by the items, there definitely is a sense of them wanting to see us soar and get to higher places. So I think that also speaks to a level of pride that that consumers really have if something is, if there is attention to detail and such, you know. And I think that's enough. You know, that's something that we can also use then to even better ourselves. We'd rather be critiqued by all, you know, and compared to all things international to even know where we scale, you know. So I think in this time, we've just been able to do that just by virtue of feedback and constant back and forth with our customers.
You know, many have spoken about localization without infrastructure in South Africa. What push is needed from the side of having a conducive climate for local businesses to thrive?
You know, I feel like the needle is pushed by South Africans banding together, from product designer to supplier because we found that a lot of our suppliers were struggling from a supply chain perspective. A lot of their things, as a result of COVID, were stuck in the ocean. So we're finding that there are now little cracks of opportunities that are opening up, especially for the textile industry, opportunities for us to make our own fabric, whereas we've been shipping in fabric for the longest time, which I think would then create so much more employment for so many other people who were rendered unemployed by the pandemic or otherwise, or people who are looking to learn new skills in a time like this. And I think a lot of people wouldn't be opposed. Times have changed, and we have to evolve.
Lastly, it's a big role to play, especially where creating jobs is concerned in South Africa. For you guys, what does it mean, especially with future growth?
So for us, in fact, it's something we take a lot of pride in. You know, there's something about starting something, you know, the alchemy of something starting from nothing, hiring one person, that growing to about 5 people to 8 people, you know, there's a sense of pride that comes in that. But also, you start to realize that the answer for this nation really is with the SMMEs, you know, because we are actually creative enough to find solutions, and then even as solutions, we're able to bring in people with the expertise who might not necessarily be employed, but who can also then help better what we create. So I really think that, you know, it really is, there's a sense of pride in being able to be a solution.
There you have it from business owners themselves, and as much as we can speak about industrialization, localization, it's also quite important that it translates into practicality within the South African economic landscape.
Tumisang Ndlovu, thank you very much for that.